Good morning, everyone. Today is Friday, July 30th. The time is 10:45 a.m. and the temperature is around 19 degrees Celsius. This here is the intersection of Dundas Street East and Broadview Avenue, and there's a look north at Broadview. That was the 504/505 Parliament and King replacement bus that I was just on. And for this one, I'll be heading west along Dundas Street East here for about 2.5 kilometers through the east side of downtown over to Dundas Square. There's the 505 Dundas streetcar at the start of its journey. Normally, that would have came down from Broadview Station, but due to some road work, both the 504 and 505s have been replaced by that bus that I was just on. I'm not quite in downtown yet. I have to cross the Don Valley just up ahead here. So I'll be heading over the Dundas Bridge. I realized just this morning a video was published where I walked along Dundas Street West. I started at Lansdowne and I walked east to just past Bathurst Street. So this one is heading in the opposite direction. And that building over there is part of Toronto Facilities Management. And they help look after the city's 436 odd properties. There's also over 11 million square feet of property owned by the city, and they ensure that everything is in good working order and that all compliance and bylaw standards are met. There's another high-end car dealership. They sell Jaguars, Land Rovers, Aston Martins, and Rolls-Royce vehicles. I think Bugattis as well. And there's an on-ramp to the Don Valley Parkway North. This is the Dundas Bridge, so this crosses the Don Valley Parkway, as well as the Don River, the Lower Don Trail, and Bayview Avenue. It was built, I think it opened back in 1911, and it's about 120 meters in length. Here's a look at the Don Valley Parkway. And the Don River. I thought the Lower Don Trail was to be closed for a period of about a year, and I thought they were closing it in July, but the last time I was heading over the Bloor Viaduct, I looked down and saw people on it, and there's a guy on it. So I don't know if the city is dragging its feet what the reason is why it's still open. They're to be extensively renovating and reimagining the path. There's another high-end car dealership. And there's a look at Bayview Avenue. And welcome to downtown. This walk will be taking me through Regent Park and then the south end of Cabbagetown. And then it will be through the Garden District. And coming up here is River Street. So that would mark the beginning of Regent Park. Where there's been an awful lot of new development in recent years. Regent Park is currently in phase 3 of its redevelopment plans. And I think phase 3 is scheduled to finish around 2023. And there should be one more phase after that. There's a look north up River Street. Although I'm not sure these buildings here are part of the Regent Park redevelopment. The Regent Park athletic fields are just to the south of here. Le Beau Croissanterie. Once again, I have butchered the French language. I'm assuming that place is pretty good given the line. I haven't seen their employees on strike in a while. Hopefully they got their issues resolved. And there's a look north at Regent Park itself, and that would be the Pam McConnell Aquatic Center, just on the other side of the street there. thinking about crossing over, I don't really want to wait. Oh, it's only 8 seconds. I was going to say I don't really want to wait for the next light cycle to change. There's Sumac Street. And it is quite windy. We'll take a quick peek into the park. It doesn't look like the aquatic center is open, but they do have the fountains on. And to the north towards Gerrard Street, there are the last remaining buildings from the old Regent Park. Those will be replaced with newer buildings, as opposed to being replaced with older buildings. There's a very interesting history to this area. I've done a walkthrough here before talking about that. There's a similar story unfolding at Alexandra Park, which is on the city's west end, or west end of downtown, to be more specific. And this is Sackville Street. Oop. This guy. You didn't see whose that was? Was it his? All right. Excuse me, sir. Did you drop this? No? All right, let's. I don't think there's anything in here. I'm just gonna put it.
Maybe can I put this office? Maybe people.
Yeah, maybe. I gotta put my mask on. Yeah, I gotta put my mask on before I go in. All right, have a nice day. Push the button. I don't.
Open yet? Well, it's 11 now. Should be open any minute.
Are you going in there? No.
Oh, I was just telling. It should be open. It's 11 o'clock.
Well, it's empty. Yeah, I'm just gonna. There you go. I'll just put it. I just found it on the. I have no idea. Well, I gave it the old college try. It didn't feel like anything was in that anyways. I think that was a drop-in center of sorts. I'll have to rewatch the video because it looked like it just fell out of a window or something. Like, did it get thrown out from one of those units? I have no idea where that came from. If it was full of stolen goods, someone would have taken everything out of it and just been ditching the empty bag. Oh well, hopefully the owner gets reunited with it. And coming up is Parliament Street. There's the Regent Park Community Health Center. And a Freshco, which is a grocery store just on the right. But between Parliament and Sherbourne will be the south end of the Cabbagetown neighborhood. So here's Parliament. And there's the Toronto Council Fire Native Cultural Center. And I believe that's a cultural agency that serves the Indigenous community. I was thinking of crossing over to the south side of the street, but I think the lighting is a little better on this side. There's some older Victorian style homes. A lot of these would go back to the late 1800s. Zig subscription e-bikes. I've never heard of that. That's something I'll have to look into. Black barbecue. BLCK barbecue. I'm assuming that's what it stood for. And here is Ontario Street. So I think there's a nice little strip of heritage homes just here on the right. These ones go back to about 1867. Some of the landscaping is quite nice in front of them. And the area just to the south of here is known as Moss Park. It's not uncommon to see police cruisers around this intersection. There's a drop-in center in that church over there. And this is Sherbourne Street coming up. So on that side of the street is King Place. That's an Indian and Pakistani takeout restaurant. Not to be confused with the King Palace, which is to the north of here on Church Street, and that place just closed, unfortunately. This area is called the Garden District. Named after the Allen Gardens. And there's Pembroke Street. Is this not the street where the Ken Continuum lives? I think it is. So we are in Ken's neck of the woods. If that's not his street, it's certainly around the corner from here. And there's Fillmore's. They made news as that's a adult entertainment parlor. And they're requiring all patrons to provide proof of vaccination. And I think the few remaining establishments like that in the city have joined in. Although Fillmore's might not be here much longer. As this whole building is getting redeveloped. Oh, there's a notice for redevelopment further down on that side of the building. And this is George Street. That's not an uncommon sound downtown. Heck, where I live is right around the corner from a fire department. And I hear fire engines rolling up pretty much at all hours of the day. Grillies, burgers, burritos, tacos, and smoothies. I've never really noticed that place before. That was Jarvis Street I just went through. And here is Mutual. And coming up is Church. There is a lot of dust in the air. The joys of being in a permanent construction zone. There's a look towards the financial district. It's quite a neat look, actually. Like the overhead wires. And some of the skyscrapers looming in the back there. And I think we found where those fire trucks were heading. Looks like they're going into the Bond Place Hotel. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 fire trucks here. Hopefully just a false alarm. And here's the Imperial Pub on the right. They've got a great rooftop patio, but apparently this block will be under redevelopment soon, and we'll be saying goodbye to that place. Looks like those firefighters are going through the fire exit there. Okay. And here's Victoria Street. There's Yonge-Dundas Square. And we've reached our destination. Always playing this classical music right in this spot. I've never been flagged for a copyright violation from it. So it's probably all public domain stuff. There's a look at the Eaton Center. And that was north up Yonge. I'm going to head into the subway here, so I'll get my mask ready. What is this? Human trafficking isn't what you think it is. Today is World Day Against Trafficking in Persons. I'm not sure the grammar on that is up to snuff, maybe. Get my mask out. Certainly a worthy cause. All right, thank you for watching this walk along Dundas Street East, starting at Broadview Avenue in Riverdale and heading west over to here at Dundas Station, located in Yonge-Dundas Square. Although for how long we'll be saying the name Dundas, who knows? If you wish to support the channel, there are links to my Patreon and channel membership in the description. I also have an Instagram account. My gimbal went all wonky there. And it says next train in 3 minutes. So I'm just going to end it. Thank you for watching, guys. And I will catch you on the next one. Oops. Another gimbal failure.